Hi everyone, I am Jo Stokes. I am the Director of People and Culture at All Saints Catholic Academy Trust. We are a multi-academy trust of currently 11 schools based in South West Hertfordshire. We've got a mix of primary and secondary settings. Before we used Eteach, we were mainly using tes.com and Teaching Hearts, which is a local council-run job board. As a Catholic trust, we were finding it very difficult to use any applicant tracking systems because of the requirement for the Catholic Education Service application forms to be used for all applications when responding to a Catholic role being advertised. This was preventing, in my opinion, people applying for our roles. It was making it a very long and lengthy process and potentially putting people off. So we were looking at alternative opportunities to speed up this process and attract more candidates. We were approached by Eteach about a year ago now, and Eteach have been working very closely with the Catholic Education Service on producing an online version of the Catholic application form that I mentioned earlier. And this was something that we hadn't seen out in the marketplace, and we were very keen to explore this opportunity and this commitment to Catholic education that Eteach were providing in this process. When we agreed to partner up with Eteach, we were provided with a dedicated account manager who we work with very closely for the onboarding procedures. Onboarding was very straightforward, very easy, and Eteach generally made it as straightforward and easy for us. We set up a number of career sites across our trust with everything with the same look and feel, and we were given comprehensive training for the ATS system. The whole automated process has made a real difference to my team within the trust. The ability to collaborate with other hiring managers during the process has also made it far more straightforward and actually sped up the process somewhat. We've managed to alleviate a lot of paperwork by collaborating online. The templates that we now have to send out on a standard basis have really made our lives easier and simpler. And generally, the professionalism, I think, is starting to attract more candidates. The hiring workflow feature on the ATS is really helpful. It allows us to collaborate as a team with our hiring managers in a more data secure point of view as well. Previously, we would have to download applications, attach them to emails, and obviously that is a risk from a data protection point of view. So the whole process has just become so much more streamlined, collaborative, and actually far quicker for the candidates to get a response as to whether they're shortlisted or not. We were very challenged, particularly for some of the more ad hoc roles, so such as invigilators. And there's a real shortage of invigilation staff out in the workplace at the moment, and we put on our invigilator advert for one of our secondary schools at the beginning of February this year, and we're very, very pleased with the response we got and actually managed to get 5 very, very good quality candidates out of just one round of applications. So that's a real win for us and demonstrates how we feel that Eteach has been managing to reach candidates that previously we weren't able to reach. Eteach's job boards, I feel, they look really professional and they've got a very good joined up approach. And the way that they can link and we can broadcast adverts to other job boards, including our own website, has made the reach of our vacancies far greater. And I feel this has encouraged candidates to apply for hard to fill roles. I feel we're getting the name of the trust out there more. and are managing to reach a wider group of candidates than we have previously. Another advantage of working with Eteach is the talent pool, where a candidate can register their details and then the system will work alongside this to highlight where there are job opportunities that match the candidate's skills and experience. Media enhancements have been very important to us, particularly as when we started working with Eteach. We wanted to also push the trust as our excellent provider of Catholic education and an employer of choice. When we first partnered up with Eteach, we were provided with banners on the Eteach homepages, and we have managed to attract candidates from far and wide, international candidates as well as national candidates, which we haven't really managed to before, by using more local job boards. So the reach has been widened as part of partnering up with Eteach. We've also managed to focus on hard to fill positions within teaching, such as science and design and technology. And part of that is working alongside our Eteach colleagues who are able to advise where to maybe put some extra meta credits behind some of these harder to fill opportunities, and these have worked very successfully for us. Working with Eteach has revolutionised the way that we currently recruit for staff within our trust. The ability to have an online Catholic application form has made life so much easier for staff within the trust and also for candidates looking to join us. We weren't able to have the ability to interrogate our data previously. This is something that we can now do and really start to target candidates that we feel would be a great addition to our trust.
Cool.
One of the challenges that we identified before working with Eteach was our lack of engagement with early career teachers or teachers within maybe the first 2 to 3 years of their career. And we felt that this was because the current ATS methods that we were using were not appropriate to the way that the younger end of the teaching spectrum now looks for vacancies or applies for jobs. Eteach have got a mobile optimized business with our application form that can be completed on a mobile phone, on a tablet, and we felt that this was a really strong reason to partner up with Eteach so that we could attract the younger end of our candidates. As Director of People, it's important that I can demonstrate to our Trust Board that we are getting value for money from any of our software packages or partnerships within the Trust. And Eteach definitely has provided value for money in terms of saving my staff and my team time, enhancing our own brand towards our candidates, and also providing myself as director with detailed data regarding where our candidates are coming from, the length of time it's taking to fill a vacancy, and any other data that we can interrogate is always very useful and has allowed us to enhance and refine our processes even within the first 6 months that we have been working with Eteach.